that people can see your weaknesses even better. People can see what you're not good at even better. People can pick up on your tendencies when you let your ego overdrive your personality.
How's it, water buffalo?
Hey, what's going on, guys? It is Old School Matt here. I'm back with another Motivation Monday video. Today, we are going to be doing a little bit different of a Motivation Monday. We're still going to stick with one word, but it's going to be more of like a rant. It's going to be a Matt Monday rant, I guess we'll call it. It will be a variation of our Motivation Monday. It's still going to be super motivational, going to be planting some seeds in your guys' head. So I hope you guys are enjoying these series. I hope you guys are enjoying these videos. They're always out on Monday. Sometimes we get mixed up with the Buffalo barbecues and the other stuff that we got going on. So we can't have them always out on the same week, but we're trying to keep getting the content out. But something that we stick with always is the Motivation Monday video. So without further ado, let's get to it and let's get after it. So the word of the week is going to be the word ego, and why your ego is screwing you up. And I have been a culprit of this, I guess, disease / this topic before. Plenty of times. We all have been. We all have big egos, and we all, like to have a little bit too much of an ego sometimes, and that can be a bad thing. So what do I mean by this? So when you have a big ego, it's very, very good to have a self-confidence, but it's very, very bad to have a big ego. And the reason is that when you have a big ego, you fall very, very short to your shortcomings. You don't realize what your weaknesses are. You don't realize that people can see your weaknesses even better. People can see what you're not good at even better. People can pick up on your tendencies when you let your ego overdrive your personality and overdrive your self-confidence. Like I said before, self-confidence is extremely important. That's another video for another day. But ego and, why sometimes having a big ego can really, really screw you up. So when you're doing business or you're out in the world and you're just kind of living and trying to make ends meet and reach your goals, having an ego can get you some places, but a lot of times it's going to kind of wreck you. And what do I mean by this? So I'll take this for example. Sometimes a lot of people like to have that money ego. They like people to know that they have a lot of money. So they like to spend a lot of money when they're out on the town, or they're out getting new clothes, when they're out getting new cars. They like to spend more than they actually should be able to spend. They're spending way too much money. They're putting money towards things that don't matter, putting things on credit when they don't have the money to pay for it. For example, a big one is big spending on cars and homes for people that are later in life. When you spend too much money on big investments, unless you're for sure that you're going to get the ROI that you desire, a lot of times it's ego-driven, and a lot of times you can fuck yourself up. Going to have to bleep that out. But what I'm trying to say here, and what the seed I'm trying to plant, is that having an ego is not the best case scenario when you're just starting out as an entrepreneur or somebody that's just starting out in your life. When you have a big ego and you have a multi-million dollars, you have a business that's running by itself, and you have multiple streams of income, I mean, at that point, you can kind of, you can even tank yourself if you have a big ego. You can destroy your company, you can destroy your name, destroy your brand. But when you're trying to build yourself up, having a big ego is going to kind of hinder you in some ways. And that was one of the examples with spending money. Another example is, let's just say women, for example. A lot of guys, or we'll use men and women. Let's just take, let's be equal here, equality, right? Men and women a lot of times like to get an ego boost when they know that they can be with, multiple people at one time. They like to, cheat on their significant other. Or they like to go and mess around. And a lot of the times they're spending way too much time trying to build the portfolio of things that don't really matter in the grand scheme of things. And they end up screwing themselves because they're wasting, valuable time, hours and hours each and every week, spending time on things that really, really don't matter towards their success and what they're trying to do later in life. Another ego is the gym ego. We'll bring it back to the gym, obviously, because Water Buffalo TM is a fitness brand. So a lot of times guys like to go to the gym and they like to ego lift, or they like to go to the gym and stare at the mirror for 30 to 45 minutes, and they rather talk and text and all this stuff, and see how many girls they can pick up in the gym, or how good they look that day, and getting the perfect photo and all that stuff. And I know that it's part of the business and part of the brand, so there are some reversals to this rule. Obviously, social media presence is important, and doing things like that in the gym is important. But y'all know what I'm talking about. When you have your ego, so large that you have to do things that are way beyond what you want to do, take extra time to do things that really don't matter. and put effort towards things that kind of hinder you in your life and your goals, that's when you need to kind of step in and say, you know what, does this really matter? Do I really need to be buying that brand new, whatever car, $25,000 car used because I want people to know that I have 2 cars instead of 1? Or do I got to go live in this, sweet apartment complex because, I want everyone to know that I live downtown and I can, go out and within 2 seconds? Or should I live, 30 minutes away or 25 minutes away from downtown, closer to work? Maybe I might not be as, impressive to females or to other people, and whatnot and so forth. I like to try to live this message throughout my life because sometimes I do fall under the preset. I don't really care for the money ego or the woman ego. I don't really care about those things. Sometimes my knowledge and what I think I know, I sometimes can overconquer what I actually know. A big thing is, when I was starting off the business, I thought I knew everything and anything about, running an online brand and doing all that stuff. I got very humbled very quickly. And you start to learn, and once you drop the ego, you start to learn how much stuff you don't know and how much things that you don't really have. And, and you find out what really matters and what doesn't. Differentiating yourself from others by being able to, kind of sit back and maybe save that money, save that extra time, save that extra headache you're going to get, can really save you in a lot of different ways. So you want to make sure that you have a lot of self-confidence, but you want to make sure you don't have a huge ego. You want to make sure that your ego stays in check. You always want to humble yourself. You always want to surround yourself with people that are better than you, have more money than you, they're stronger than you, smarter than you. And don't always be the best person in the room. Don't always think that you are the best person in the room, because more than likely you're not. More than likely you are always going to be, second place. There's always going to be someone better than you. So you got to keep striving to be better. You got to keep striving to achieve those goals and find the time and the effort for things that matter rather than things that drive your personal ego. Then again, I don't know specifically, what different types of things that the person who's watching this video falls under. There's many categories that we can go forever about. But when you're doing things and, think about what you're doing your things for and what you're accomplishing your goals for, what you're spending your money on for. If it's for things that you want to do long-term and things that you think are going to benefit you and yourself, then maybe it's worth it. But if you're spending money and spending time is the biggest thing. Time on things that, all they're going to do is just make you look cooler in front of other people. If you're trying to see how many girls you can hook up with this month and trying to show your buddies, I can do this, I can do that, or show your friends, I'm going to gamble. You're going to put down 200 on this game. I'm going to put down 1,000, when you don't have the 1,000, things like that, sit back. The humblest people in the room are usually the most successful. And, like I said, this is for those out there that are trying to reach their goals, that are on their way up to the top, like myself. If you have a boatload of money, you have millions in the bank, your ego could wreck you, but you got a little bit of cushion. So just wanted to put this out there and plant that seed in your guys' head. I hope you guys are having a great Monday. Let's stay motivated. Let's stay driven. Let's stay successful. Let's have a great week. We have some cool content coming out for you guys this week. We did miss the Buffalo barbecue last week, but we have some other stuff coming up for you guys this week and some more stuff coming in the future. Y'all already know, for the people that follow the Instagram, follow the social media and the YouTube, we're almost at 1,000 subscribers. We just hit 800 subscribers, I think, today. So almost at 1K. Keep subscribing. Keep watching our stuff. We're growing and growing each and every day. We got the whole office set up in the back here. It's starting to turn out super, super dope. So I'm super excited for all this stuff to come. Let's keep staying motivated. Keep your ego in check. Remember what I said. You're not the best at what you do. There's someone better than you out there. So make sure you understand that. Make sure you're striving to do that. And make sure you're doing the things that matter to you and that are important so that you can be successful. Hope you guys are having a great day. Peace.
Hey guys, thank you guys for checking out this video. We're so grateful to have you here on our YouTube channel. So make sure to check out all of our other videos ranging from a variety of different type of podcasts to our Buffalo barbecues. Check out our YouTube channel for constant updates on all the stuff that we have going on. You can also follow us on social media like Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. So check us out there. Water Buffalo Training Method. We're out.
Testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, 1, 2, 3.